So the King Vamp himself, Playboi Carti, has now given us all hope that he's gonna finally drop his album. Not 2024 music, but something close and something almost better. If you're not following my Instagram yet, go ahead and do that. You would have been known about this information. Everything started with a new post from one of Carti's many burner accounts. I think this nigga has like about 3 to 4 burner accounts, by this point. And this was from the user opium_00 opium. And on this post is really nothing, too crazy except for Carti and some new fits, pretty much just showing off his new aura. Let me just say, this nigga's skin is dumb clear every time we see him in a flick. Man, I need to tap into bro's hygiene routine. Shit. And the caption reads, "I might fuck a pop out bitch and pass her to the Brody. Baby Boy." And of course, if you're tapped into the Carti lore at all, Baby Boy was another album that was sprinkled in around that 2024 music leak era. And as usual, as Carti loves to do, he just went ghost. But now it's picked up more traction, it's picked up more circulation, is now back in topic of discussion. Has everyone hyped for this album that has yet to be confirmed on any level at all. Except for a Discord allegation claiming that Carti's label was paying some of his fan pages and promo pages to actually, kind of leak this information of his album coming soon. Now, as good as it would sound for Carti to have this nice, mysterious planned album for his birthday in less than 2 weeks, that sounds amazing, but let's be a little more realistic. We've seen Carti's attempts at his album rollouts, multiple times throughout the years, with the most damning being this most recent rollout of, it was like 6 tracks, 6 good songs that we got from Carti within this whole entire year. Each song, fans speculating an album was gonna drop right after. Oh, the album's coming right after this one. He's building the hype up right after this one. Like, no, no, my nigga, he's not. As much as I would love to fall into this hype train and just the lore that he's finally gonna drop his album, it's been XYZ amount of years, he's finally gonna drop this album. But in reality, the truth is he's never gonna drop. You look at the state of Opium, he has about 3 successful signees, you could argue. And as all of them continue to go up, as they continue to grow hype, it's all pulling in hype for Carti at the end of the day. All fans know Carti's infamous album, Whole Lotta Red. Everyone remembers it. Everyone remembers how it hit. It's known as the album that created a new sound, created a new wave for the underground. So in my opinion, I feel like it would really just be naive for me to just then think that this is finally the time where he's going to drop an album. And then, I didn't even want to bring this into topic of conversation, but with Ken Carson being one of the biggest artists within all of Opium, he's pretty much carrying the entire label on his back. Feature video. So why would Carti not just ride this wave out? Why would he not just continue to ride the hype train that's centered around his, created label Opium and just let it continue to build hype for him? Dropping an album this early could really be a detriment to his career, if anything. Because like I said earlier, everyone's expecting this next album to be the next big thing. These niggas expect Carti to drop some new generational sound like this nigga on some alien shit. Like, he's not human like the rest of us. Like, I can't imagine being in bro's shoes, to be real. This nigga can't just drop music for the fun of it. Like, each single drop has to be perfect. While on the other hand, Destroy Lonely, for example, this nigga can just poop out whatever he wants, and at the end of the day, it's not going to be a detriment to Playboi Carti. If anything, surprisingly, this nigga alone still has fans. This nigga still have people gunning for him, like suit and tie, strap in the left pocket and all. Like, hey man, bro, Instagram has really showed me the amount of people that just love Opium. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just the type where I'm going to point out the mistakes. If a nigga in Opium dropped a bad project, I'm gonna be the one to tell you it was bad. I do the same for Ken, Homicide Gang, not Carti obviously, but anyone else. If they drop something bad, I'm gonna say it's bad. Fans immediately flying to Twitter in excitement. They're already knowing this is gonna be a 10 out of 10 album. They already know how many tracks is gonna be. Like, y'all niggas on some different shit. Fans are getting their hypes up ultimately for nothing. I feel that if Carti wanted to drop, he's had multiple better opportunities where dropping the album would have made a bigger impact. Like, I know we all remember when 2024 music first dropped, the amount of hype that one song had was honestly unbelievable. Damn near to the point where I would say it's mainstream. I think every person recognized that. Put him on the news or something. Put him on the news. Put him on the news or something. Put him on the news. You see, I would have just played the original, but I'm not trying to get copyrighted. So if he didn't want to drop his album then, why would this nigga drop now? There's not nearly as much hype centered around only Carti's name for him to just go and drop a whole album. EP, tape, whatever you want to call it, little 4 or 5 pack. None of that. If I had to guess and make a prediction, I would say, if anything, best case scenario, like fingers crossed, we would get a Carti album, you know, towards the end of the year. That's still me being extremely hopeful. More realistically, I wouldn't expect a Carti album, you know, after Rolling Loud, pretty much after the new year. Because we have to think, if he's going on Rolling Loud to perform, I doubt he's going to drop a new, fresh album before Rolling Loud. Because it just, I don't know, it just doesn't really give fans enough time to listen to the music, appreciate the music. It wouldn't line up with his past schedule. He'll drop it on Christmas, which I think even that would be better. Like, just naturally around December, Carti's name has more hype. So even that would be a better time for him to drop, personally, in my opinion. And it's not like I'm saying Carti's name isn't pulling hype. It's not like, you know, I'm saying he's dead or he's falling off or anything like that. From his newest dropped photo, he had brands like Timberland. He had a basketball team, the Orlando Magic's, posting about for him to drop the album. Like, bro, is that really what y'all niggas need to be worried about? Hey man, I'm not even a basketball watcher or anything like that, but y'all let me know, is the Magic doing good right now? Like, do they really have time to be worried about Carti dropping an album? Hey man, y'all let me know in the comments. I truly think this is just a test run. Every time Carti gets active on socials, every time he posts a new song, those 6 songs that we received earlier throughout the year, all a test run, and I would say it came out amazing. Features he's done throughout the year with Kanye, Travis, and I think, who was that last one? It was like Camilla something. It was something around that range. Every feature Carti has done, it has been the best song throughout the entire album. That's not a coincidence. That's not something we could just overlook, okay? Carti is by far one of the most hyped artists within, you know, the whole underground music space, to be real with you, and most of the mainstream as well. And that's exactly where Carti wants it. Juice as much hype out of the fans that he can, and as soon as every single person has lost faith, then when he will put the album on us. Pause. The second he drop, all of his Opium affiliates are just gonna go up through the sky, really. This is almost gonna be as good as a feature. And Destroy Lonely, Homicide, they're all gonna go up regardless if they have a feature on his new album or not, just because Carti's name is gonna go up. Imagine if they all have features. I'm not gonna get y'all niggas hyped that that's gonna happen. I'm not gonna get myself hyped thinking that that's gonna happen. Okay, like I'm not gonna do it to myself. For any fans out there that's genuinely getting themselves excited for the infamous date, September 13th, the day King Vamp was formed in his bat cave, I'm here to let y'all niggas know, bro, stop like wasting your time, bro. Go to sleep at nights, my nigga. Do your homework for the next day. Go in and prep your book bag. Carti isn't dropping, but it doesn't hurt to have hope. Every person that dedicated some of their time to watch little old me, hey, I appreciate you. You're gonna see me again soon. As usual, I will see you in my next video.